Hey there, folks. Thanks for tuning in. This is Brenton with Vortex Detailing, mobile auto detailing business based in Oregon City, Oregon. In today's video, it will be the third and final part to the classic 1977 Chevy Deluxe Custom. Speaking of which, where is it? It's just the mat that we pulled out in the first video. The truck has vanished. The truck is sold, you guys. I had the truck for 14 days. And I made $100 a day on it. So it was a pretty good little deal. In this video, we're just going to be doing the finishing touches. We got the new wheels in. We're going to ceramic coat those. Basically, this video is going to be that. It's going to be ceramic coating the new wheels. You guys can learn everything you really need to know about installing a ceramic coating, not just on the surface of a wheel, but on really any surface. The same rules apply. So you'll learn a lot about that real quick right here at the beginning. And then we'll go ahead and we'll take the truck down to Les Schwab. We'll have the tires and wheels put on it. Truck looks really, really good. I did get new hood hinges, and unfortunately I did not video the installation of the new hood hinges. And I also discussed in the previous videos that we were going to potentially put a wipe-on clear coat on the truck to seal in the patina. That was a product that I had already had. I had a gloss and a matte version of that. When I sold the truck, the new owner decided that he was going to install that himself, and he took the gloss coating and he's going to do all that himself, and he is so excited. An older guy, I think he's about 78 years old, and just could not have been happier with the pickup. He's just having a blast with it. So I'm so glad that it went to somebody who really appreciates what it is and who is going to use it and take good care of it. He's already doing things to make it nicer. He's had it for about a week now. He is going to come pick up this mat. With all that, you guys, let's go ahead and get into this one. Ceramic coat these wheels, get them on, show you guys the finished result. Enjoy it. The truck turned out really, really great. Runs great, drives great. Couldn't be happier with it. Probably had 10 hours into it, so nothing crazy. And I enjoyed it. I had a good time doing it. So thank you guys so much for watching. God bless you. Look at these puppies, huh? Nice and shiny. Scale 4x4 for a non 4x4 pickup. It's gonna look great. Well, we got our new wheels for the old POS Chevy, and they are definitely going to look good, and we're going to keep them that way for whoever owns this truck next. We're going to put System X Max G Plus, which is the gloss enhancement, 10-year ceramic coating, sealing that gloss, sealing that shine, help prevent any brake dust buildup, accumulation from embedding itself into the wheel, and keep these wheels looking brand new for many years to come. So let's go ahead and install this coating. Pretty easy, for certified use only. So in order to get this coating, you would need to either become a certified authorized dealer, or you would need to find somebody who was. The first thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to take my panel prep, and I'm going to mist it down. I'm going to do the front first, that way any overspray will go to the back where I'm going to finish, and we can easily wipe that off from the back side without interfering with the front. Let that sit for a minute, not really a minute, a few seconds. You don't want this stuff to dry, and then just wipe it off. And this should remove any grease or oil contamination that might be left on the surface. It'll just strip it clean of anything from the factory that might not have been cleaned off. And it's pretty much as simple as that for the first step. It is a little bit chilly today. It's moist, a lot of moisture in the air, a lot of humidity. So that's going to affect how quick the flash time will be. Of course, that and the surface we're installing it onto here. So I'm going to be mindful of the flash time here. Hopefully we'll be able to see that, and I can give you an idea of what that might look like here upon installation. So first time in, I'm just going to prime my pad. After this initial priming of 2 or 3 dabs, I'm just going to do 1 dab until I finish these whole wheels. A little bit goes a long ways. You don't want to overdo it with this stuff. A heavier application than needed is unnecessary, and it's not going to help. It might even make things worse. So we want to make sure that we don't overdo it. We pay attention to how much we're putting on the surface here. I'm going to go ahead and give this one more wipe real quick. It looks like we're starting to get a couple raindrops coming in here, of course, right when I want to do this. I am undercover, but the wind, kind of in a high wind area here. So pad's primed, just going to start wiping it in and make sure that I'm getting in every little crevice that I can. Including the barrels here and the lug nut barrels. You can't really see it on the surface due to the appearance here. I'll try to get a better angle so you can see the flash starting to occur. And the fact that my applicator pad is still nice and white shows that the surface of the wheel is absolutely clean, and we did a good job prepping the surface before installation. Now I'm going to take a different towel, and where I've started over here, you can't really see it, and you might not be able to, but maybe you can. You see how it's starting to sweat? Alright, that's what you want to see. That sweat. Some coatings will turn rainbow in appearance. They'll look like an oil slick. And once you see that sweat come up, it's time to start coming out and leveling it out. The coating is adhering to the surface. It's penetrating through the surface, creating a covalent bond. It's molding directly into the clear coat and becoming one with the clear coat. And these are clear coated. I'm just going to flip, typically we'd use 2 towels, but since these are wheels, I'm just going to flip this towel and go over this one more time. It's super, super slick to the touch now. Very, very slick. Feels really nice. And this wheel, the front face anyways, is complete. We'll flip it over and we will bust out the back. Now with this side, I'm not going to spray directly into it because I don't want any overspray from this stripper here to get on the coating surface that I just coated. So into the towel and then wipe. And I'll hit it one more time, and then I'll go ahead and install the coating. Alright, wheel is prepped. Remember, I've already primed my pad here, so 1 blob is all I need. And I might have to do it more than once here, but that's all I'm going to start with. We're just going to make sure we're not overdoing it or overusing product we don't need to be using. And I'll probably give her one more dab to do the innards. Now, you're going to see some people online, they're going to take a little airbrush or a little paint gun, one of those airbrush guns, and they're going to put the ceramic coating in the sprayer and they're going to spray it onto the wheels and the calipers and everything. And I just want to say, if you are doing something like that, first of all, these coatings are designed to be installed by hand. They're not designed to be installed by spray. Some of them are designed to be sprayed on, and that is with the proper PPF, or personal protective, I guess PPG, personal protective gear. This stuff is extremely, extremely toxic and very, very hard on the human body if you're exposed to it. You definitely don't want to be breathing it in if you can prevent it, and you sure as heck do not want to get this on your skin. And when you're spraying it, you have overspray. It's getting everywhere, and it's landing on your skin. So if you're spraying this on here, you need to have your arms, you basically have a whole hazmat suit on, to be honest with you. You need to have your arms covered, your hands covered, your legs covered, your face covered, obviously wearing a respirator. You do not want to breathe it in. Wow, that is so slick. It's so nice. Oh boy. Anyways, I just wanted to throw that in there for you guys, for some of you guys watching who might want to do this yourselves. You always see me wearing gloves. Maybe not always, but I do my best to always wear gloves. Especially with detailers, we're exposed to some really, really toxic stuff all the time, and I know a lot of guys don't wear gloves and they don't take this seriously, but you're going to look back 20 years from now and you're going to think, dang, why didn't I just wear a respirator, or why didn't I just put my gloves on? This wheel is done. Actually, got to do this guy first real quick, so get him dialed in. And I don't know if I'll actually put these hubcaps on the wheels. It's not a 4x4 truck, and it might actually just look better with the old rusty hub sticking out. So we'll just have to kind of see what happens, play it by ear, and go from there. So this applicator pad probably still has enough product on it. I can just wipe this on. I don't even need to rejuvenate my pad. There's plenty of coating left on this. All right. Now let's see if we can get a flash video. Okay, yeah, you see that sweat there? Oh yeah. So that's what you want to see. You want to let it tack up a little bit. You don't want to wipe it off too soon, but you also don't want to wipe it off too late. There will be high spots. If you have high spots, you can catch them within the hour. If you can catch them within the hour, you can come back, you can apply a little bit more coating, and you can just level it off immediately without having to wait for the flash. Just a little bit of coating and then wipe it off. So this thing is now silky, silky smooth. I just love that. There's just nothing better than new, clean parts that are so slick, you can barely hang on to them. If you ask me, the whole car should be like that, or a truck, whatever you do. Vehicles are our second largest investment next to our homes, right? So it's important that we take care of them and maintain their value to achieve higher resale value and everything else. So this thing's ready. Set her back in here. Cover this wheel back up. And send her down to the shop to mount the tires. Before I head into the time lapse, I wanted to pull this out and show you here. This cap would already appear to be degrading. Now I'm going to see if I can wipe that off, but there's a chance that that's already oxidation and damage occurring here, which it would seem that is absolutely the case. So this is why we want to ceramic coat everything, to prevent this from happening. See, this is brand new and this is already corroding. Probably got a little moisture in there, didn't cure properly, and now it's permanently like that unless we decide to fix it, which we're not going to, but we are going to prevent it from getting worse by putting the ceramic coating on. the old Les Schwab. Got the wheels and the tires in the back. And, you know, we're hobbling right along because the tires are about to blow off of this puppy. So I got about 10 miles into town here. Hopefully we can make it. Third gear, 25, 30 miles an hour all the way. Pray for me. Well, the old girl made it. Props to these bad boys for holding it together all these years for us. Today should be their final day. She actually looks super, super mean right now. Well, I'll be honest with you guys. Truck looks a lot better than I thought it would with those puppies. Let's just see how well she drives. Really happy with how that turned out. Got her all fired off. She's got a lot of get up, I'll tell you right now. I just want to tell you guys a little something about a thing or three. This old gal has mullet snapping power, all right? We're about to hit 70. This thing rips. Well, I think it's safe to say that any cobwebs that might have been in there are burned off now, boy. This thing runs like it was just built yesterday. Fresh off the lot. What do you expect from an old Chevrolet? I mean, what do you expect? The new ones ain't worth a damn, but these old ones, man, I'll tell you what, these things will live on forever. All right, everybody watching this video will die before this truck dies. Any who's and way and how. Hope you guys are enjoying this so far. The old Custom Deluxe is on the road once again. She's getting one step closer to selling. Whoever owns this truck, the new owner is going to be so stoked. They're going to be so pleased to have a truck like this. A workhorse, 3/4 ton. This thing will tow just about anything you throw behind it. And it's got tons of torque. It's got tons of power. It just moves. With the 4-speed manual transmission, it's just hard to beat. I could pass these folks right now. I'm in 4th gear. I could just rip it. What? Not going to. Not going to. Be responsible. I am a race car driver, though. I am a race car driver. Semi-professional. That's why there's no hood on the truck. All right. If you're not the prom king, or maybe you are, but if you're not, you're stealing his date if you roll up in this thing. This is an absolute chick magnet. These wheels, dude, they're clean. One thing I don't like about this truck is the red door. It's obviously not original, because that paint is the original paint on that door. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Well, folks, that'll about wrap it up for this one. Here's a couple of my babies right here. 78 Big 10, 2010 SSRS. Totally modified, nothing stock. Totally stock, all original. The 78 pickup is all original, 38,000 miles. This has 36,000 miles and has had 4 engine swaps. So, anywho's, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you enjoyed the 3-part series. If you haven't watched part 1 or part 2, go ahead and do that now. I'll try to link. Well, I'll link at least one of them up here. Part 1, you can just bounce off of that. If you haven't seen part 1 or part 2, just go ahead and watch those for me if you would. Please and thank you. And then, you know what to do to boost the algorithm for me, to help get my channel out there, to help get my name out there a little bit more. I plan on having several more videos to come, a lot of educational, informational, tutorial-like videos for sure. Over 20 years of auto detailing experience. I know I might not look like it, but I started doing this when I was really, really young. And I just recently, in the last 7 years, turned it into a profession. But still learning every day. There's always more stuff to learn. I'm still learning more efficient ways to wash and detail vehicles still. So, there's always something to learn. Just when I think I might have it figured out, I realize, well, I really don't. And so that's why I decided to make this channel, you guys. I think there's some value that I can offer and provide that other channels just aren't, or they want to charge you for that information, and I will give it to you for free. So stay tuned, you guys. Follow me on Instagram to see more recent updated content, Vortex_detailing. Check out my website, vortexdetailing.com. And until next time, you guys, thank you so much for watching. God bless you.